Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and I've got a knitting lookbook for you guys. I think I said in my last knitting lookbook that I had that, I would maybe show one every quarter or so, so about every 3 months. Are you coming up here? Kind of type thing with the knitting. I'm being stared at by Gidget. Anyway, typically with knitting in the past, it's been one of those things that I'm like totally into it and do it a lot for a few months, and then it'll be like 6-7 months and I won't touch my needles, and then I'll get back into it again. So it very much ebbs and flows. But I tell you what, since this pandemic, it's as soon as one thing's off my needle, it's another thing. I've just been knitting up a storm. It's just something to do in front of the television and just to keep my hands busy and my brain busy, I guess, and not having me, are you coming up here? Not having me dwell on things. Anyway, I've been very much enjoying it. Are you coming up here? Oh, good gracious. Spoiled dog right here. Very spoiled puppy. Hi. Okay. So I kind of feel like being on the once a quarter, every 3 months or so knitting lookbook train might be consistent through the year. We'll see. All right, so I want to show you 4 things that I've made. 2 of them are just accessories, and you've actually seen what they go with. And then the other 2 are sweaters, one that I made for my daughter and one that I made for myself. So yes, let's have a look. Okay, so I showed you guys, we'll talk about this first because we'll just do it in the order I knit it. I made this hat to go with my oversized red coat, which was Simplicity 87.97, I think. Anyway, you guys have seen this. I showed this to you in my last lookbook. And at the time, I was knitting up the matching cowl and mitten, which are now done. So I knitted, let's see, this is the Tracie Millar Snow Day Mitts, I think. Tartan Snow Day Mitts? Snow Day Mitts? I don't know. They're meant to go together, all of them. And I knit all of these in 3 different colors of the Malabrigo Rios yarn, which is lovely to knit with. But yes, these really fun mittens. And I have both of them now. And then I knit up a cowl to go with it too, just to kind of go in place of a scarf. I actually think I have enough leftover yarn. I probably could have done an actual like scarf, but I just wasn't sure. So I went with the cowl, and the cowl came with the hat pattern. So I just went ahead and knitted it up, and I'm glad I did. I really like it. It's a really cute little additive, and it keeps my neck warm, and I can, in this day and age, you can actually pull it up over your face, and it can work as a face mask as well. So. And we're getting out of this season, but I have been wearing this. This was done shortly after I made that last video. So this has been done for a while and have been getting wear, all 3 of those. All right, then next up on my needles, this was, actually, let me get the original yarn, hold on. Okay, when, I think I showed, was this in progress when, I can't remember. I know I've shown this yarn on the channel before. So this is the Ridiculous fingerweight yarn, and this gorgeous hand-dyed, I can't remember the name of the color. I'll pop it down below. It's now tied itself to the to the mohair. Anyway, also from the Ridiculous. This is the honey colorway, and then this is the yarn. So when these 2 go together, they create this. Ta-da! Isn't it beautiful? And it has like this beautiful soft haze, and it's very lightweight, but kind of fluffy. I really love it. This is the No Frills sweater by PetiteKnit, and it's got a raglan sleeve. It's very simple. A shorter body. It's not cropped, but it's high hip, so a shorter body on it, so I can kind of do a little half tuck. Just your standard sleeves with a, 1.5, 2 inch rib on both the bottom and on the sleeve cuff. And then a nice little ribbed neck. Again, no frills sweater. This was no frills. I really wanted the fabric to just kind of sing on this one, and it knit up super quickly. So, yeah, I did have to shorten the sleeves by a bit, and I knit loose, so I usually have to go down at least a size Usually my swatch gauge comes up about 10% bigger than it's supposed to. So I usually just go down a size. That works. So yeah, so this is my no frill sweater, and I will be showing you twirls of me in it. Yeah, just really loved it. Again, it was just stockinette stitch. It knit up really well. It was just really fun using the yarn and seeing it all come out. It's just so beautiful. And I just love this technique of using the two yarns because, you know, had I used like a cream color, it would have been a completely different looking sweater. Or I also had like a rusty orange color that I was debating with to go with this one, and that would probably made a more fall looking sweater. So I think this is perfect for spring, and really love these two together and think that that made a nice sweater. So yeah, that was fun. In fact, you're gonna see I had so much fun with that. I'm gonna show you plans for upcoming stuff here in just a second. Okay, so once that was done, I had also shown you guys, this is the Killington yarn from Miss Babs Yarn. I can't remember the color. The color is no longer available. This was in the 20% off sale, so she was getting rid of current stock in order to bring in new colors, because all of her stuff is hand dyed, so the colors change, but her substrates, you know, for the most part stay the same. I'm sure she changes those out occasionally. But this sweater is the Fineline sweater by Lily Kate France. Lily Kate Makes is her Instagram handle. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I made this one for my daughter. This is a better yellow on her. These sleeves are so cute. It has a boat neckline, a ribbed body. It is a 3x1 rib, and then the sleeves are in this stockinette. The sleeves are so much fun to knit because you do short rows to create this like poof up here. And then it gets dramatically reduced down here into this really long 5-inch cuff. I will admit, sewing or knitting up the body did get a little tedious. I find rib knit to be kind of tedious because you do have to switch back and forth between knitting and purling. I mean, stockinette, I can be more mindless with stockinette, I feel like, if I'm going for mindless. But I really had fun with the short rows on the sleeves, so that was really good. So yes, I made this one for my daughter. She loves it. It looks so good. It's just such a wonderful silhouette on her. And yeah, this yarn has some silk in it. It is a mixture of merino and silk, I believe. This is also hand dyed. I had 2 skeins of it, and there was like 700 yards per skein, huge. But I needed more than 1 skein. And so I did mix 2 of the skeins together, but I still have quite a bit left over. I had to break up the skeins into 2 cakes, 1 skein into 2 cakes, because I have an industrial like ball winder that my brother-in-law found somewhere. And it gets big, and there was too much. I had to cut it and to do a second one. So I still have quite a bit of this left. So no, maybe she'll get some hat and mittens or something in the winter as well, because this is a good color for her. But I love the hand-dyed yarn. I know some people can get weird because of the variegation in it, and then, you know, different skeins just look different. But I kind of think that's the beauty of it. I know that there's techniques, different types of knitting you can do to like mix your skeins together so things don't get too blocky, but I don't know. I kind of like that. I think it just looks more organic. Anyway, loving that. And hopefully I've popped pictures of her in that as well. So there we have it. Those are the 4 things, I guess, that I have made since my last lookbook or whatever. And now let's talk some plans. I didn't bring anything over here with me. Hold on a second. Okay, so I have 1 already on my needles, and then I've got 2 more projects that will be in the queue behind that. And I just realized all 3 of these are going to be knit double. They're the mohair silk knit with the fingering weight. So first up, and if you watched my module plans, you know that this is going to be my sweater vest. This is, I've already started knitting it, and it's going to be the PetiteKnit Friday V-neck slipover, I think is what it's called. I'm very excited about it. I'm using a Juniper Moon Farm wool, merino and silk blend for the fingering weight. It's a light fingering weight. And then the Rowan Kid Silk Haze, I think, for the mohair part. and they're both in kind of an ivory color. So I'll link it down below if you're interested. But I just got them at my local yarn shop, but you can get them online as well. So there is that. That's what I'm knitting right now. And then after that, I'm going to be embarking. This is also Miss Bab's yarn, and I bought this at the Christmas, it was right after Christmas, at the end of the year, I guess, when she was going through things. This is her Yummy 2-ply, which is one of her substrates she always carries, and Moon Glow, which is her lace yarn. It's a kid mohair and silk. This is merino wool, fingering, obviously the mohair. Both of them are in the color London Town, and I'm going to do a cardigan in this, and I think I'm going to be doing the April cardigan by PetiteKnits. I haven't completely decided for sure that that's going to be what I do, but probably. I wanted a cropped loose sweater to wear over, you know, fit and flare type dresses, to wear over skirts, that kind of stuff. Also, if you've seen my Street Styles video, you know that I really want, that April cardigan was one of my street style looks that I wanted to recreate. So loving that with this colorway. And then after that, I'm gonna do a sweater for my daughter, and I have no idea what pattern I'm gonna do for this. But this is also, we were back at the yarn shop, and I think I've shown this to you guys, but this is the ridiculous, I guess, Addy Socks fingering weight is, it's the same, this is the same combination that I used for my no frills sweater. And I might make her a no frills sweater maybe. But I've got this lavender to go with this beautiful coloring right here. And this is called, what's this called? Dawn on the Pier. It's so pretty. So I've got enough yarn here to do a sweater for her. So this will be a birthday gift for her. Her birthday's in September, so I have plenty of time to get that worked up. So even if my knitting does slow way down in the summer, which it might, you know, things get warmer. Although if we're still not doing anything, what else are you gonna do? Sit around and knit. Now I can just be sitting outside and knitting. So anyway, that's kind of what I've got planned going forward. All right, I hope this was enjoyable. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'm filming a whole bunch all at once, so I have no idea when these are coming out. Some scheduling, trying to figure things out. So don't know what's coming up next, but yeah, I've got so many plans in the hopper right now. You know, working with some fabric stores and doing a whole bunch of fun things behind the scenes, pattern tests, that kind of stuff that I can't wait to show you guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.